Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome once again to Think Tank TV. Now, the latest information we're having is that Nigerian President-elect Tinubu's family has bought a fraud-linked London mansion worth $11 million. Now, Nigerians are not done talking about the drug-related issues. We have the health issue on one hand, we have the dual citizenship on the other hand. We're talking about the alleged rigging of the elections, and now this one, buying a fraud-related property in London worth $11 million. What are we seeing in this country? Now, a firm belonging to the son of Nigeria's president-elect has bought an $11 million mansion that his predecessor's government was seeking to confiscate as part of a probe into one of the biggest corruption scandals in the West African nation's history, according to previously reported UK documents. This is serious. This is amazing indeed. Now, the truth is that Nigerians are now becoming politically aware. It's not like before where an average Nigerian will tell you that they are not interested. Nigerians are becoming aware. So for a person to want to handle public office, you must have to be clean to some extent. And these politicians have not come to find out about it yet. Now, there's no suggestion actually that Bola Tinubu is personally involved in this acquisition, but the information has it that Buhari has gone to visit him in that property in August 2021 in London. This is amazing. This is amazing indeed. Now, people are beginning to ask questions. At some point during the pre-election matters, Tinubu was investigated at several locations and asking what the source of his wealth. He kept saying that he's made his money from the company he was working, that is a subsidiary of Mobile Producing, that is Ditoti LLP, that is a subsidiary of Mobile Producing in the 80s, citing Warren Buffett as his example, as the example he followed in the real estate industry. But now the truth is that why do all these allegations alleged to be coming from your family, to be coming from a man who wants to be the number one citizen of Nigeria? Now, the information reaching us has it that the documents of this property was seen for the first time that Tinubu's 37-year-old son, Oluwaseyi, is the main shareholder of Aranda Overseas Company, an offshore company that paid over £9 million to a Dutch bank for the property in North London in 2017. The private 3-floor residence in St. John's Wood, a district favored by American bankers, is equipped with an 8-way driveway, 2 gardens, electric gates, and a gym. Wow, remarkable indeed. Now, in a bid to actually get clarifications about it, Bola Tinubu's spokesman and Oluwaseyi Tinubu did not respond to emails, phone calls, and text messages seeking comment. A British lawyer listed in Aranda's agent, that's a company that belongs to Tinubu's 37-year-old son, has declined comment citing confidentiality rules. Now, after investigations, they found out that at the time of the purchase of this house, at the time when Tinubu's 37-year-old son purchased this house, the Nigerian government was actually seeking to arrest the former owner of the house, accusing him of going on the run while owing the country an oil trading debt worth more than $1.5 billion. The state was also attempting to confiscate the upscale real estate and other assets it suspected to have been acquired by the businessman, that is Kolawole Aluko, with the profits of crime. Aluko denied all allegations of wrongdoings and says a court judgment earlier this year acquitting a former business partner has cleared his name. That ruling is being challenged by Nigeria's anti-graft agency. That's why they said that this alleged property is related to fraud. Why does it have to be that everything that relates to the president-elect has to be fraud related? It has to have an illegitimate background. Why? That's the question. And you say you want to be the number one citizen of Nigeria. I'd like us to find details of how this property is actually related to fraud. Early in Buhari's first tenure, his administration initiated legal cases against Dezani Alice Maduke, who served as the oil minister for 5 years until 2015, and 2 businessmen, Aluka and Omokore, who won lucrative contracts during her tenure. The US government said in 2017 forfeited lawsuit filed in Texas that the pair bribed the minister by funding her lavish lifestyle and failed to pay the state energy company for most of the crude they received. You can imagine the country we are. You can imagine the things we're talking about in this country that we are seeing is a third world. Now, Alice Madueke, who is based in London, has denied the allegation. She is alleging multiple forfeiture orders issued by Nigerian courts and has accused the anti-graft agency of blocking her efforts to defend herself in criminal proceedings. In June 2015, the Federal High Court in the capital, Abuja, granted a request by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to seize more than a dozen property that Aluko had acquired in Nigeria and abroad, including one in St. Wood. That forfeiture order was still in force when Tinubu's son bought the house out of the receivership 6 months later. Right? So Aluko is the person that had the allegations of crime with Alison Madueke, and they went ahead to the court actually asked that property should be forfeited. Now Tinubu's son went ahead to buy the property. You know now that they are in government and they know how to meander their way through to see how these issues can be forfeited, and it's not going to see the light of the day. But the truth is, Nigerians are awakening, like I keep saying. The ruling was made in an interim base pending the conclusion of an investigation about Aluko that was still ongoing as of at least the end of 2018, according to court findings. Aluko can't comment on the forfeiture case because it is still sub judice. His lawyer Tokumbo said by email. Right, so the issues are still in court, going through court proceedings, but Tinubu's son went ahead to buy the property. Now, EFCC said the buildings were suspected to have been purchased with the proceeds of crime, and Aluko fled the country to avoid answering the fraud allegations against him, according to court findings. So you know that when you have such issues that are related to fraud, quickly what you want to do is to sell off the property to whoever can handle the case and get yourself off it. But the truth is that these issues are now in the front burner. So you can see that these issues are related to the falsification of Alison Madueke's oil-related deals with the federal government, where EFCC went out for her and actually seized the properties. Now Tinubu's son went ahead to buy these properties. Buhari spokesman and Alison Madueke's lawyers declined to comment. Spokespeople for Attorney General Abubakar Malami, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, and EFCC did not respond to requests for comments. Now we've tried to reach out to these guys who have the power to speak on behalf of the federal government and EFCC, but they have declined comment. They've not responded to it. Now, documents that was filed this year in response to the new anti-monetary laundering rules in the UK shows that Tinubu's son, an entrepreneur active in advertising who played a prominent role in his father's presidential campaign, has been in control of British Virgin Airlines registered Aranda since June 2011. Now, Aranda is actually the company that is owned by Tinubu's 37-year-old son, which was used to buy this $11 million property in UK. Now, this is the information that we just got this morning, and we thought to bring it to you. Do well to hit the comment section. Tell us what your thought is. Give us a like as a means of courtesy to the producers of this content, and we're going to be continually here to serve you. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Moses.